Hello, everybody. My name is Patrick Earl. I'm the Economic Development Officer for Wheatland County, and I'm going to go over basically what we're doing in Wheatland County related to business development, investment attraction, and our tourism marketing. So basically, we've created a tactical brand that we like to call the WC, acronym for Wheatland County. And with the WC, we created this tactical brand so that we could promote our storytelling and what we're doing in community and development services with Wheatland County, where economic development is a division of that department. So basically, what we do with the WC is it's really aligned to the idea of storytelling, and with with the current crisis that we're going through now, and communication and distancing being limited, it really highlights the fact that how important storytelling is, and to how we communicate with each other and how we've done it through eons of time. And so the branding relates well to staying on message, more so staying on message more so through this crisis. It really highlights the importance of what we're trying to do. As people, we're social, we're just wired that way, and now we're working to find any way possible to make that happen, even more so now with the crisis. We basically have, with all of this, our brand statement or brand promise is infinite landscapes, infinite possibilities. Our landscapes give us the idea of our sense of place, and the possibilities give us the idea of where we can go as a community, as businesses, and the possibilities and landscapes lend to our the expectations of visitors with the visitor experience. So the WC is basically this construct where we haven't really adjusted anything with Wheatland County and how it exists. It's more tactical brand. We have a logo. We have our own website now. We have our own social channels with the WC that works alongside everything that the county has in their current constructs to communicate. So we use this WC across all of our divisions within our department, so community services, planning and development, etc., and protective services and community services. So using the WC to sort of cater to that message and showing how each division works together. One, to either look at streamlining what we can on development cycles, to promote development, to promote investment, and to promote visitation into our community. All these divisions working in sync is what the WC is all about. We also try to promote the WC through marketing to support other businesses within our region to use the WC as sort of that leapfrog to push their message out. They can use the WC as part of their marketing engine, part of that umbrella, because we continuously market out the WC, and it's there for the region to utilize, and hop along with us as we go and try to build out our conversation. So kind of what we've been doing, well, since November 2018, Wheatland County Council had approved an economic development strategy with collaboration with consultants, the Economic Development Board for Wheatland County and County Council, and business leaders in our region. So with that approval, part of the activities was to hire an economic development officer. So I was Wheatland's first EDO to start in May of 2019. So one of the things that I needed to promote right out of the gate was we needed some type of brand, something that we could attach the strategy to an implementation plan, but we needed a brand give us foundation so that we have a track to follow and a way to engage people through something very, business development and marketing focused. So we basically took the implementation plan and formalized it in October, and divided it into 6 channels. So we have our first channel as developing the brand. The next 3 channels were around business retention and expansion, focusing on particular economic sectors, and also building those foundations for the sectors. And then the last 2 are about basically marketing. So we call one of the channels visitation instead of tourism, because visitation also includes getting, investment to visit the county and look around and all that other stuff, very much in the same sort of marketing strategy as tourism would be. And then also doing marketing to do brand promotion, business highlighting, storytelling, basically. Then in October 19, we finalized the brand, working with County Council, our Economic Development Board, and also our Department of Community and Development Services. And the WC came to life. So with that, that's when we also launched our website, our social channels, and our hashtags aligning with the brand and the brand statements. With that, it came into November. I developed a partnership with Grow with Google, and that partnership allowed us to host our first Google workshop for businesses in the region. And with that, that relationship with Google has continued to grow, and we use it especially for business retention and expansion, to have sort of a toolkit that's supplied by a multinational like Google, with really good educational foundation on understanding how to do online marketing, how to work with your online components, such as your website, your social channels, as well as the Google search foundation products like Google My Business, etc. Into December, we were working with Community Futures, Wild Rose in our region, and we proposed up to the Open Farm Days Committee to pilot an Open Farm Days winter activity. We did that because there was an opportunity also to try to work on shoulder winter season, to try to link event activities together. And so in Gleason, within Wheatland County and Sitka First Nation, we had a CP holiday train stop that was coming in mid-December. So having Open Farm Days winter pilot that same week, plus Strathmore also had the hometown hockey with Rogers, all within 10 days. So we basically had three large events to link together, a season where we haven't done that before. So that was December, and into February this year, Team Wheatland is under development, and that is basically the core piece of the branding with the WC is to have all of our divisions within our department, plus other stakeholders within the county, whether it's transportation, utilities, aspects of public works, all working together to basically look at investment attraction inquiries and work together to have this communication channel to optimize that process so that we could speed up as much as possible our municipal steps for development to happen. So Team Wheatland is that group of people and working on that communication strategy to get that optimized. And that's under development now. Into March, which some of this stuff is now into April, but we are looking at CrowdRiff, and CrowdRiff is a basically user-generated content tool heavily used in tourism destination marketing organizations around the world. I believe we'll be the first municipality in Alberta to have CrowdRiff, whereas most of them are destination marketing organizations. So we hope to define how to use CrowdRiff on a municipal level. But this user-generated content allows us to build our photo and video libraries through users and working hashtags. They have a lot of artificial intelligence in their framework that we'll be able to utilize and optimize to get the real visual stories of the Wheatland region told out into social media, and then complementary into our print materials and websites, etc. So we're pretty excited to have that now coming in April. So, and then grow with Google. We did another activity. We hosted our first Google live stream, and a live stream is basically it's pushed out from Google into areas across North America now, where groups of people can basically come into a place, like into a chamber of commerce or something like that, down and have a workshop that's directly hosted by someone at Google at a particular spot and streamed out to those locales. So we had our first one in March, and was well attended, and it was about analytics and a few other things, part of the Google framework, which was great for businesses to be a part of and understand from someone directly from Google. And then into April, along with CrowdRiff now, is we are looking to launch a new, we call it a tertiary brand of the WC. Basically, it's the Wheatland County Food Initiative that we call the WC Mercantile. Pretty excited about the Mercantile because we're basically looking at the entire agricultural the value chain of the agricultural sector, so large farms, small farms, connecting them through to where the end consumer is of their products, and using ag tourism or agricultural tourism to basically market the food products into restaurants, etc. Restaurants and retailers and things like that. And then over time, looking to also put the economic development aspect into that is to work on filling in the value chain. So really looking at Wheatland County for a place to have processors come and build and develop and create new jobs and infill the ag value chain. And so that's going to be emerging through the rest of 2020. Yeah, we're pretty excited about that. Once this is built out and we have that model working, we can then take that and template it into any other economic sector that we see that we can to fill those value chains. That whether it could be energy, it could be oil and gas, it could be manufacturing, it could be medical, it could be any other type of sector that you can envision using the fundamental base design of what we do with agriculture. And yeah, so it's been a pretty crazy year and a half from November 2018 to April 2020. But we're pretty excited about the WC. It's been well received in our region, and everybody's excited to see where it goes. So yeah, more on CrowdRiff. CrowdRiff plus the WC equals this new sort of level that we're going to get to with user engagement. I know working in other DMO regions, the CrowdRiff technology is very engaging and visually engaging for tourism opportunities and really telling the story of a region. Banff Lake Louise Tourism, Tourism Jasper, Wild Alberta, and Canmore Kananaskis in Alberta use CrowdRiff. And then there's a number of destination marketing organizations across Canada that use CrowdRiff, and very active DMO regions tend to be using CrowdRiff. So there's a number in Ontario, the Niagara region uses it, Newfoundland, Labrador use it, to really get that user-generated content story told by sharing stories that are visual stories that come in through Instagram, Facebook, etc., Twitter, and CrowdRiff's a management tool to do all that. And then yeah, so our yeah, we had our live stream event on March 11th, and we're now promoting another live stream event. Now with the pandemic, Google is doing these live streams full out to everybody. So there's more information on our website about the next one coming up on May 6th. And you can see it on our website at infinitewc.ca.